So the first anniversary of Markai Hug feels deeply personal to me in ways that I did not expect. When May 2025 was unfolding, I was not in Pakistan, I was in Boston. And I felt it so deeply from afar as to how every development was taking place, how every narrative was being shaped about Pakistan in real time, and how with every passing moment there was this quiet sense and a deep ache that I should be in Pakistan and not where I was. I termed it strategic FOMO, which I felt at that time. It was not the kind, which comes जब आपने कोई event miss कर दिया हो. It is the kind that comes which when you are seeing what your country is going through and standing at a critical moment in time and history, and you are physically removed from it. But distance का मतलब ये नहीं है कि silence हो. So I chose not to stay quiet. I used that time and moment for some clarity, and I very quickly became aware कि अगर ये क्राइसिस इसी तरह से अनफोल्ड होता रहा और इंडिया के जो नैरेटिव्स हैं वो एम्पलीफाई होते रहे, सो इंफॉर्मेशन स्पेस जो है वो बहुत जल्दी क्राउडेड हो जाएगी. सो आई टुक इट अपॉन माई सेल्फ कि पाकिस्तान को जिस तरह से फ्रेम किया जा रहा था एंड ऑफन अनफेयरली through the lens that Indian media was propagating, it did not, reflect that reality. So I showed up where I could. I wrote through social media. I spoke at academic forums, and at every platform, I used which allowed me to explain and to clarify and to correct and set the record straight. So I found myself not just analyzing the crisis itself, but defending the very integrity of Pakistan's position. I countered false narratives. I challenged selective framing, and I insisted that Pakistan be understood on its own terms, not through just imposed interpretations. But I tell you that, ये आसान काम नहीं था. Because you're not just arguing facts, but you are pushing against the perceptions that are already hardened. But in those moments, I understood something very deeply. Deterrence today is not just about what happens on the battlefield, but it is about what the world believes is happening. And if we lose that space, if we lose, that momentum where we can tell our story, then we lose much more than just a narrative. So today, a year later, I feel an overwhelming sense of pride, which is basically emanating from being a Pakistani, and how Pakistan responded during that time of crisis, not with chaos, but with control, not with recklessness, but with clarity and restraint. And equally, pride in how Pakistan refused to be isolated despite India's deliberate efforts to construct that very image of Pakistan. Because what was being attempted was, narrative isolation. And Pakistan very quietly but firmly, was fighting that on every front. We held our ground, not just militarily, but also diplomatically, morally, politically. But this anniversary is not just only about pride, right? It is about responsibility. Because the next crisis, and mind you, the next crisis is coming and we should be prepared for it. It will not give us the luxury to catch up in the narrative space. We must be ready. We must think clearly. We must think responsibly. We must write responsibly and speak responsibly, and with confidence about who we are and what we stand for. So for me, Markai Haq will always be a reminder of two things. One, that even from a distance, no matter कि आप पाकिस्तान में हैं या नहीं, आप कहीं पे भी हैं, if Pakistan is going through a moment of crisis, आप पाकिस्तान को सर्व कर सकते हैं, आप अपनी आवाज़ उठा सकते हैं, पाकिस्तान को सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं, नैरेटिव शेप कर सकते हैं, अगर आप चूज़ करें कि आपने पॉजिटिवली एंगेज करना है. एंड सेकेंडली, पाकिस्तान की जो स्ट्रेंथ है it does not only lie in how Pakistan defends itself, but also how Pakistan defines itself. And that responsibility I carry with pride and with purpose.